Hello, and welcome to the Survivor's Paradigm. This channel is dedicated to providing a safe and effective community for all child abuse or any form of abuse survivors. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that many may not be familiar with. That is the balance of power in your mind. Your mind consists of two different sets or two different divisions. You have the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Most of us think that our mind is what we believe is our brain. Well, our brain is actually the physical component of what exists in your skull. The mind is more of the existential as well as the ephemeral component of what exists in the brain. The conscious mind and the unconscious mind are supposed to work harmoniously together. However, unfortunately, at times, the unconscious mind and the conscious mind are not friends. The problem lies in the respect that the unconscious mind can alter your perception of reality and change your feelings, emotions, and programming for a lifetime. The conscious mind is responsible for analyzing information in our awareness. This includes all of your senses. So what you taste, smell, touch, feel, hear, pain, pressure, heat, cold, all of those exist in your conscious mind. These mental processes are what we can think of and talk about in a rational way. Today was warm outside. I felt the rain on my head when I was walking to work. That is all conscious awareness. The conscious mind also catalogs your physical experiences, whether positive or negative. And I will get back to this point here in a minute regarding the negative components of growing up with abuse. In your conscious mind, you have the ability to accept or reject thoughts, and this is very important. The ability to reject thoughts allows you to almost program your conscious mind for a positive future. However, this is not always the case. These thoughts lead to feelings, which is an invented word used to describe your conscious mindset. The downside of the conscious mind, it is truly a false reality. Your consciousness is easily manipulated. It can be manipulated by the foods you eat, by a lack of sleep, by a positive or negative interaction with a spouse. We all know that your consciousness can be manipulated by drugs or alcohol. It can also be manipulated just by your mindset. This is an easily manipulated false reality. However, for most people, their existence is based on this false reality. We are all programmed in a way from being children to believe that what exists in our consciousness is how our mind and our body will follow. That is our reality. That is in no way the way our reality is supposed to unfold. However, that is not how our conditioning has existed for a lifetime. The subconscious mind is responsible for expressing the action of the conscious mind. I cannot repeat that enough. Your subconscious mind is responsible for expressing the action of the conscious mind. The conscious mind creates thoughts. Those thoughts turn into desires in the subconscious mind. Those desires are then manifested in the body. So for example, if you have a thought about earning $1 million, that $1 million goal turns into a desire. Then that desire is manifested in your body through action. On the contrary, if you have a negative thought, so if you have an existing negative thought regarding a past abusive situation, and I know I have suffered with this for a lifetime, where I go over and repeat the abuse situation in my mind, and that is now programmed into my consciousness. That abuse scenario, that beating, that thrown down the stairs, that separated shoulder, those stitches in my head, that concussion, those are all a part of my conscious awareness. Now, those thoughts turn into negative desires in my subconscious mind. And those desires are then manifested in the body. Your subconscious mind cannot reject thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I cannot go back and think of that abuse situation and say, well, you know what? I'm okay now. Things will be better. My consciousness has programmed me to respond in a certain way. That is why you respond with the feelings that are the same emotional feelings you had during the abuse or during the rape situation. Your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. Again, that is very important. The thoughts that flood your mind, whether they are occurring now or in the past, your subconscious mind cannot differentiate if that is real or imagined. Your subconscious mind is also formed through repetition. The repeated behaviors influenced by your environment shape and mold your subconscious mind. If you are raised in a destructive, violent, chaotic environment, those repetitions of behavior, that influence, that shapes your subconscious mind to create and manifest create and manifest feelings in your body that are molded from your subconscious mind. Additionally, repeated self-talk, whether it's positive or negative, and I have suffered with this problem for a lifetime as well. Negative self-talk manifests in the body as a result of the subconscious mind's continued repetition. If I am constantly telling myself that I'm a piece of shit or believing what I was told as a child, that negative self-talk will manifest in certain complications within my body physiologically. Your true reality exists in the subconscious mind. Again, the conscious mind creates thoughts. Those thoughts can be rejected or accepted. However, the thoughts that you accept are then passed on to the subconscious mind, which cannot differentiate between what is real or what is imagined. It accepts every conscious thought that is passed on to it, and it begins to manifest those thoughts into action in your body. Therefore, you want to fill your conscious mind with thoughts of harmony, abundance, and peace, and your conscious mind will bring those thoughts to reality. The filling of the subconscious mind is a continual processing of information and stimuli. This begins when we're babies. Babies are born with a blank slate with respect to the subconscious mind. It is ultimately programmed environmentally through interactions. That programming is what is called a paradigm. You have physical paradigms, such as tying your shoes. You practice and practice and practice to tie your shoes correctly, effectively, and efficiently when you're a child. Nowadays, as adults, we do not even think twice about how to tie our shoes. It is second nature. That is a physical paradigm. That is conditioning. You also have emotional paradigms. We all want emotional paradigms of conditioning of feelings of love and nurturing. However, unfortunately, those paradigms can be positive and negative. If your subconscious mind is continuously filled with negative paradigms, negative conditioning as a result of the environment you had as a child, that will lead to destructiveness in the subconscious mind as an adult. Positive environments develop strong and nurturing subconscious minds. Destructive environments negatively affect proper development of the subconscious mind. Your emotions linked to repetition construct the subconscious mind as a template for one's future.